All right, everybody, welcome to class. My name is Teacher Chad. This hour we're going to be talking about teen Botox and the importance that that the society and people around the world are putting on, you know, being perfect and things like that, and the fact that it's affecting teenagers as well, and not only in the United States but around the world. Okay, the link to the class I'll put in the chat box. Ah, dang it! Verbling chat is not working again. Crappy. Okay, so I'll put it in the Google chat. We'll see if that works. I'll let me try one other thing here. Okay, it went through, but just super late. Can you guys see anything that I put in the Verbling chat?
Yes.
Okay, but are you on the Verbling site, or are you on Hangouts and seeing it there?
On the Hansen site.
Crazy.
I cannot see in the
Yeah,
Hangouts.
I can't see anything on Hangouts, but I went to the Verbling website and it's there. Crazy. Okay, so yes, that's what we'll be talking about. The link is there. I put it in the Google side as well as in Verbling. If you go to the Verbling website, you can pull it out. And let's see who we have in class so far. Hi there, Salwa. Welcome back.
Hi, Chad.
All right, welcome to class. Let's go to Marta.
Hi.
Hi there. Welcome back. How are you doing?
Thank you. I'm fine, thank you.
Fabulous. And Amparo, welcome.
Thank you.
All right, very good. Okay, you guys, let's go ahead and get started. We're going to take a look at some vocabulary words, learn those. Okay, and then after that, we'll take a read through a short article here, and then we'll discuss it. Okay, we'll talk about the article, our feelings, our thoughts, opinions, things like that. Okay, so let's first take a look at our vocab. All right, and Andre, welcome to class. How are you?
Hello, Chad. I'm fine. And how are you?
I'm doing great. Welcome. Good to have you here.
Thank you.
All right, so let's start off with Amparo. And Amparo, let me have you read number 1. And I'd like for you to match it with between A through L, okay, and what you believe the definition would be of number 1. Go ahead.
Injection. Putting something into the skin with a needle.
Yeah, so when you talk about injecting something, whenever you talk about injecting something, it's usually done with a needle. Okay, is there anybody in class that does not like needles? I mean, it's not like you're going out and you're sticking yourself with needles every day, but is there anybody in class that's absolutely terrified of needles? Nope, nobody?
No.
Okay. What was that, Amparo? You said that you don't like it, but when it's
necessary, I don't have any choice.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I don't really mind it. In fact, in the United States, I used to donate plasma 2 times a week, and because they would make medicine from it, and so I'd go in and I would donate plasma, and yeah, so 2 times a week. It would take me about 2 hours. And it was great, and yeah, they stuck a needle in me, and I still have a mark. It looks like I did drugs when I was younger, but yes, that's what I did. Very good. Let's go to Andre. Number 2, please.
Trend. It is a style which others follow. Is it right?
Let's see here. A style. Yeah, a style which others follow. Trend. Okay, you may hear that word being used with a Y at the end, saying, "Wow, that's trendy." Okay, trendy. That's something that's cool. All right, it's something that's popular.
What
Okay.
is as an adjective? Yeah, it's
Yeah, that's a trendy jacket. Okay, sometimes it's used kind of in a derogatory form, a derogatory way. Okay, ooh, look at you, you're so trendy, right? And they kind of say it in a way to where they're not really being nice about it. They're not saying, "Oh, well, you look cool. You look nice." Okay, they're saying that you're trying too hard. You're trying too hard to look like you are popular or that you are in style. Sometimes people are just like that, and they look nice in whatever they're wearing. Sometimes you can tell people go too far and they try to be too trendy. Okay.
What? I have a question.
Sure. What's up?
What is the difference between words trend and tendency?
Okay, so let's see here. Okay, so tendency. So I could use both of those in the same sentence. So I have a tendency to follow the style trends. Okay, meaning that a tendency would be you want to and you do follow something. Okay, so and it can be a bad thing. I say, man, I have a tendency of showing up late to class, right? So I end my last class a little bit late, and that makes me late into my following class. I have a tendency of doing that. It's something that I do often.
Okay.
Okay. Trend. Okay. Trend is going to be a pattern. Okay, so a pattern that follows in a certain way. So you can talk about market trends if you're talking about stocks and bonds. Okay, so if you look at the market trend of oil, for example, okay, oil seems to be fairly steady, and it will be that way until someone invents another form of energy that someone doesn't knock out of the way. Okay, gold, for example, the trend in gold and purchasing gold, it has been going up. The value of gold is trending upwards. It's trending. It's moving up. Okay, now that word trend is used in a different way. Okay, so you're talking about a pattern. When you're talking about someone being trendy, okay, or following a trend, okay, they're following a pattern that everybody else is doing, sort of like lemmings. Okay, lemmings that kind of just follow wherever blindly. Okay, someone who's trendy, okay, they would look in a magazine and say, oh, that's what they're wearing, I'm going to go buy that same thing. Okay, and so they want to be stylish. Okay, they want to be trendy. Does that make sense?
No, I know what these two words means. For me, only they sound like the same meaning, tendency and trend. I cannot distinguish the main difference, tendency and trend. But I know the meaning of both. Kind of the same meaning for me. So I don't know why.
Not necessarily. Because I don't have a trend. If you're talking about patterns, they could be they could have a similar meaning. But trend can also mean something different. Okay, a tendency is sort of like a pattern as well. Okay, I have a tendency, okay, to wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning. Okay, I do that. Okay, I wake up whether my alarm clock is on or not. I wake up at about 5:15 every morning. Okay, whether or not I set my alarm clock. So my body has the tendency to wake up at that time. It's used to doing that. Okay, you could say it's a trend of mine. It's a trend of mine to wake up at about 5:15. It's a trend. Okay. It's something that happens. So yes, in that way, the words are similar.
Yeah, I mean this way that when I speak something about a process in the time that we can see some distinguishing characteristics, or either grows or fall down. So we can say that it's a trend or trends.
Yeah, the main difference though is that a trend has to do more with a pattern, okay, that you are looking at over a long period of time. Okay, tendency, you are talking about, you usually use that when you're talking about a person. He has a tendency to lie when he gets in a tough spot. A tendency to lie. Okay, yes, you're looking at the history of what's happening, but you're talking about the way that someone acts.
Okay.
Okay, we usually use the word tendency when we're talking about people and the way that we act. Okay, trend, if you're talking about a trend, a pattern, okay, that you usually describe that with stocks and bonds and purchasings of company, okay, or company pieces of company. All right, you use the word trend in business. Okay, our trend for this past quarter is moving upwards. We're doing great, everybody. Okay, we're looking at the second quarter to be just as great. Okay, so those two types of situations is when we would use those words. Trend, more in a business or a financial world. Okay, all right, or when you're talking about machines, so non-human type things. All right, okay, tendency. You're talking about human nature.
Okay.
Okay, so that would be the difference. That's when we use those words. Okay, does that make a little bit more sense?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I want to make sure that you're not walking away going, man, that Chad, he doesn't know how to explain anything.
No, it's okay. When I speak with these words in English lessons, because we have here kind of classes debates or where we need to argumentate, so I speak with these words. So I kind of mix up I speak with both words.
Okay, all right, no problem.
Combining each other.
Okay, let's go to Marta. Marta, number 3, please.
Emerge.
Yeah, very good. Emerge.
I appear.
Yeah, so to emerge, okay, to come up out of nowhere, to appear. Okay. Let's go to our next word here, number 4. This is for Michael.
Yeah, wrinkles. So this is what you have on the face when you are old. Yeah.
Okay. All
Lines
right, so
in the skin that show aging. Oh.
yeah, lines in the skin that show aging. And with this word, the W is silent. We say wrinkles. Try that again, Michael.
Wrinkles.
There you go. Wrinkles. Very good. Okay. Very good. Let's go to number 5. And number 5 is for Nok. How are you?
Yes, I am good, thank you. You?
Great. Welcome to class.
Okay.
Go ahead, Nok.
Okay. Okay, thank you. Can we start now?
Yes, go ahead. Number 5, please.
Okay, number 5 mean cause a loss of feeling or movement in the body.
Okay, yeah, so paralyze. Cause a loss of feeling or movement in the body. Okay, paralyze. Okay, number 6. This is for Salwa.
Yeah.
Number 6, please.
It's prevent.
Prevent.
Prevent. It's stop something for happening.
Stop something from happening.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so prevent an accident. To prevent an accident, I pressed on the brakes in my car. Okay? To prevent tooth decay, I brush my teeth twice a day.
Sorry, tooth what?
Tooth decay.
And what is that?
Where your teeth are rotting. Not delay, decay, like that. Tooth decay. Okay. If you want, I can show you a picture, but it may gross you out.
Okay.
Okay. All right. This is tooth decay. All right. So when you get those holes in your teeth, okay, when it's black, this is what we call tooth decay.
Not caries? Caries?
Yes, that would be cavities as well. Okay, but
Okay.
more specifically, we call that tooth decay.
Okay.
Okay. Whoops, that's a big one. I didn't want to do that. Okay. So to prevent tooth decay, I brush my teeth. Right. To prevent smelling gross, I take a shower. All right. So yeah, to stop something from happening, to prevent. All right. Number 7. Number 7 is for Amparo.
Cosmetic.
Cosmetic.
Cosmetic. Okay. And what would that be?
Edge treatment or substance used to beautify the skin.
Okay. And that would be beautify. To beautify the skin. Okay.
Beautify.
Cosmetics. Another word for this, you guys, is makeup.
Yep.
Okay. Most of the time when we talk about cosmetics, okay, we say makeup.
Okay.
Okay, that's the most typical way to say it. All right, Andre, let me have you do number 8, please.
Okay, effective. I think it is able to bring about a good result.
Okay, yeah. So,
Okay.
a person that is effective, okay, gets results. All right. So a salesperson, all right, that is an effective salesperson. That means that they sell the product. All right. They are able to sell it. Okay. They are.
They sell it faster or just result about sales numbers?
More.
Yeah, more.
More. Okay.
Okay. Yes.
Can I say about look at how look a person that, for example, she is effective looking, or another word, F.
A good, like a good-looking person. Is that what you're
Yeah.
saying? Someone
Yeah.
who looks attractive.
Yeah. Effective.
No. An effective person brings about. I mean, if there's so many different ways that you can go with it. If you were talking about yes, there is a way to use it, but it goes down a road that where you talk about the feelings that she causes in you and things like that. You could say that yes, she's very effective. Okay, she's an effective woman. Okay, meaning that she really turns you on. She makes you attracted to her. Yes, you can say that, but it comes with explanation, and then yeah, it can go down a road where you're talking about other things, right? So yes, you can, but typically, if you're with your friends and you're at the mall or something like that, and you see a girl who is beautiful, it would not be right to say, "Wow, look at her, she's effective." Okay, that wouldn't be the proper way to say that. Okay, saying that she's beautiful or something like that would be best. Okay.
What would be a superlative of beautiful? I mean, not the best, but more powerful word than beautiful for a woman.
Gorgeous.
Okay.
Gorgeous.
Glamorous.
You can say glamorous. Glamorous has to do as well though with
Style.
the fancy clothes. Yeah. So she's glamorous, meaning that she wears a lot of different jewelry and things like that. But yeah, she's gorgeous. She's amazingly beautiful.
Hot.
Okay, you can say hot.
Unbelievable.
Okay. Yeah, you can add words on there by saying amazingly beautiful, unbelievably beautiful. Okay. Things like that, or unbelievably gorgeous. Okay, things like that. So that's what I would suggest: adding a word like amazingly or unbelievable to beautiful or gorgeous, and that would amplify the word. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go to number 9. And number 9 is, I think this is for Marta. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, number 9, please.
View.
Okay, and what would...
Opinion.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So view is another way to say opinion. So I could say, Martha, what's your view on... Okay, and that's how we would say that. What's your view on teen Botox? Okay, what's your view on the death penalty? What's your view on, any other type of subject? So, your view on.
Okay. So is that different from viewpoint, or is it the same?
Say that one more time. Please repeat that.
View and viewpoint.
No, yes, it's the same.
Point of view.
Point of view is different. Viewpoint. Okay. Yeah. So, what's your viewpoint? Okay. So you're asking for an opinion. Point of view. Point of view can be used in the same way. You're asking for the way that someone looks at something. So what's your point of view? Yeah, I guess that would be opinion as well, in that sense. But point of view could be as well where you're looking at something. So from my point of view, I couldn't see what was going on. All right, you couldn't see something, or you could see something.
Okay.
All right, but yes, you're right as well. It can be used as opinion. So I could ask you, what's your point of view on this topic? Okay, but yeah, view or viewpoint. Okay, things like that. Those would all mean, or you're wanting to know someone's opinion. But that's how we would use it. What's your view? And then we would use the preposition on. Okay, on or about. What's your view about teen Botox? Okay, but typically on. All right. Very good. Let's go to number 10. This is for Michael.
Convince. So, J, make someone think or believe or do something.
All right. Good. Yeah. So convince someone. So talk someone into doing something. All right. Convincing is usually done with words. All right. So I had to convince my mom to let me out tonight because I didn't do my homework for a week. But she let me go because she didn't want me to be in the house anymore. All right. So I convinced my mom. What's that?
Persuade.
Yeah, to persuade.
Persuade.
To convince someone and persuade. Okay, number 11. This is for Nock.
Yes. Is be overly preoccupied with thinking about too much.
Okay, what letter is that? Being occupied?
Yes, overly preoccupied with.
Okay, right here,
B. Too much.
Yeah, so obsession. Okay, I don't know if you guys saw the movie. I think it was called Obsessed. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. So when you worry about something too much, okay, you're obsessed with it. All right. You could become obsessed with English. Okay, with learning English. That's the only thing you talk about. The only thing you do all day long. Okay. We had a lesson a couple days ago about video games. Video games are an obsession for some people. That's all they think about, all they do. Obsession. Okay? Last word here, number 12. This is for Salwa.
Yeah. Contribute. It's
Contribute.
contribute. Contribute. It's give help, money, ideas, etc.
Okay, yeah. So contribute. I could say, yes, Salwa, thank you for contributing to the lesson today. Okay, so if you contributed to the lesson, that means that you were speaking, all right, you were answering questions, you were trying your best, okay, to answer and participate, to contribute, all right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's one way of using it. Okay, and you can also use contribute, talking about money and things like that. Okay, very good. Any questions, you guys, about our vocabulary words?
Yes, actually I have.
Okay, what's your question?
Yes. Could you please tell me the difference between effective and efficient?
Effective and efficient. Okay, someone who is
Yes.
effective gets results. Okay, they work in a manner that provides a positive outcome. Okay,
Okay.
they are effective. Now, if someone is efficient, okay, they are able to find a way to do things better, faster, okay, better or faster than someone else. Okay, so
Okay.
for example, let's say that I'm a salesperson. Okay,
Okay.
and all right, so this is an actual fact. Okay, I started
Okay.
into real estate, and I started helping people who were losing their homes. Okay,
Okay.
there's a list there that goes out every week. It's called a notice of default list. All right, so you have all these realtors and all these investors that go and they talk to these people and they say, we want to help you sell your home. We know you're having troubles. Let's sell your home before you get into further debt. Okay, well, I found a more efficient way to do it. Okay, because the list would come out in a week. Well, what happens is that these people usually try one step before that list comes out. That's called bankruptcy. And so
Yes.
I went from working about 50 hours a week to working 20 hours a week and making more money because I took a shortcut, or not really a shortcut. I found a more efficient way to find these people before everybody else. So I was working smarter, I was working faster, all right, and I was making more money than they were because I had better information and I got there. So I was being more efficient as well as being effective. Does that make sense?
Okay. I get it.
Okay, awesome. All right, any other questions, you guys? Very cool. All right, let's go to our article here. And Amparo, let me have you read the first paragraph, please.
In 2005, nearly 3 million American women and men had Botox injections to help them look younger. Since 2000, though, a new trend has been emerging: the use of Botox by teenagers just out of high school.
Good, and that word is Botox.
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 There you go. Good. Andre, please read the next paragraph.
Botox is a chemical substance that is injected into a person's face to smooth facial wrinkles. It works by paralyzing the muscles that cause wrinkles to form. Botox injections usually cost about $300 and last about 4 months.
Okay. Marta, please read the next paragraph.
Okay, Botox can be used to treat serious medical conditions, but most people only know about its ability to prevent wrinkles. The government approved its cosmetic use about 10 years ago, and doctors think it is safe and effective.
All right, very good. Michael, please read the next paragraph.
Teenagers who decide to use Botox have accepted society's view that only the young and those who look young are beautiful. Magazines and movies have convinced them and many others that they must look young and beautiful to succeed in the world. They also see their mothers, their older sisters, and even their fathers using Botox as a way to stay younger looking.
All right, very good. Knock, the next paragraph.
The teenager think that I can see it. The teenager think that Botox will help them look young for a longer time. They save their money from part-time job and ask their parents for money to pay for the injection, which can add up to over $1,000 a year.
Okay, good. Salwa, the next paragraph, please.
Yeah, other people believe that society's society obsession with youth is not good for anyone. They believe that too many of today's teenagers think more about how they look than about how they can contribute to society. They also worry that using Botox will soon be as common as getting a haircut or going shopping.
Very good. And action, please read the last paragraph.
Okay. Which one is the last paragraph?
Starting at as long as.
As okay, just a minute.
Okay.
As long as society views staying young as the highest form of self-improvement, more and more young people will turn to Botox to keep looking young.
Okay, very good. All right, let's talk about this. Amparo, what is your view? What is your view on teen Botox and well, Botox in general?
Well, I think it's like an sickness, an obsession about the eternal youngness.
Youngness.
Youngness. It's something that you can stop. Just your appearance, in your face, but the wrinkles in your arms, in your hands, and even inside your body, it's not going to get young because you are injecting more bottles than other people.
All right. Okay. Very good. Thank you. Let's go to Andre. What's your opinion?
When I hear about young people obsession about Botox, I think it's a dangerous trend in our time. But when it concerns more older people, when they want to look good, and if it is not dangerous for their health, maybe it's a good decision. But for younger people, it is, in my opinion, it is not it's not a very good decision to use Botox. And yeah.
Okay, and you would say it's not a very good decision.
Good, yeah.
Add that article there. Good. And Marta, what is your opinion here?
About young people using Botox. I think, I think that is basically wrong because they let society influence them, and I mean, it could be harmful for their health on the long period.
Okay. Yeah, definitely. They have. I would imagine that the harmful effects will happen shortly. That something will happen, and getting Botox too much, something will happen, and it'll just be bad news all around.
Yeah.
Okay, how about yes, Marta?
Yeah, I mean, using Botox when you are already beautiful or handsome may be redundant. I don't know. Have you seen Megan Fox with the Botox?
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's ridiculous because she was perfect. And I don't know what's the use. I don't know.
Well, and then also one of my favorite actors, if you've seen Sleepless in Seattle, Meg Ryan.
Yeah.
Meg Ryan is beautiful. Okay, she was beautiful, and then she did either Botox or surgery or whatever. But now she's got those fake lips and fake. I'm just like, are you kidding me? What is wrong with you people? You were beautiful. And now anyway, it's frustrating to me. Very good. Let's go to Michael. Michael, what is your opinion?
I think this problem about Botox for young people is over, how we can say, over, that doesn't exist, such a problem. Over what? How we can say with over, or doesn't exist such expression?
That it doesn't exist?
No. So maybe some young people use Botox, but it's not a trend. I mean, it's over
exaggerated.
Yeah, over exaggerated. Because when we read this article here, we do not see any figures about that. I mean, he's written that people, nearly 3 million American women and men had Botox injections, but he has not written how many from them are young teenagers. He's written in the next sentence, since 2000, though a new trend has been emerging. The use he is written by teenagers, and it's all. So the next lines, an article, next information, only about Botox is good or bad, what do but Botox, what helps, what do not help. So I don't find any figures, any numbers about how many teenagers started from 2000 to use Botox, and now how many. So it's over exaggerated from my opinion, because I never heard about from someone young that they use Botox or something like that related to that. I mean, maybe they use, I do not say, but in my opinion, of course, it's over exaggerated.
Okay, and what you would need to say there is in my opinion, instead of for my opinion, in my opinion. Okay, good.
In my opinion.
You said it a couple times, but a couple times you also said for my opinion.
No, I cannot say for my opinion. I can listen every time. This I know how to say. In my opinion, or my opinion with that, this is very simple. I passed this.
All right.
So very good. We can listen to recordings. I am sure I cannot say something like
that. Okay. All right. Let's go to Salwa. Salwa, what did you want me to write?
I want you to write over exaggerated.
Okay.
I can write it.
Over exaggerated.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. Knock, what is your opinion? Knock, can you hear me okay?
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. My opinion here is the young people now, they care too much about their appearance rather than what they do to the whole society. I just think that injection for beauty is good, but in my opinion, is not good for me, at least for me. I care much about what I do to the society rather than my appearance.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Very good. Very well. Let's go to Salwa. Salwa, what is your opinion about teen Botox and the like?
Okay. I think it's more popular between actor and actress. They consider a lot about Botox and how they are very beautiful. Also, sometimes girls also care about Botox. But I don't like to use Botox if I already beautiful, so I didn't need it. But sometimes it will help someone who feel he wasn't beautiful enough, or he want to make some part of his face more beautiful. So I'll accept Botox in this case only.
Okay. All right. And good. Let's go to Action. Action, what's your opinion?
I think that first of all, every age have its own beauty. So when you don't accept it, then otherwise you will be funny. And of course, I do not agree with the Botox, and I think that society has to put an importance not to appearance, not to how people is seen. Instead, they have put an importance to what they are, what their thinkings, uh, what what place they have in the society, and uh, what what are what are what do they do for the society. So because of
Mm-hmm.
it, I think that teenagers, young people, tend to do Botox, that it's really bad, and really awful. I think that everything naturally is beautiful and good.
Okay. All right, very good. Um, okay, and my opinion here on it. I have seen it. I've seen it happen with both teenage girls and boys in the states that I've lived in the United States. And part of me thinks, okay, well, if you've got the money and you want to go do it, have at it. I don't really care. I'm not going to do it. If my daughter wants it, I'll laugh in her face and say, okay, once you get the money to go do it, go do it. you know, but things like that. They can go do whatever they want to. If they want to. Now, whether looking at it from a societal point of view, do I think it's sad? Yeah, I think it's really sad, especially when they're a teenager. Okay, and you're nearly perfect at that time anyway. Okay, yeah, you may get pimples or whatever. But your skin, you don't have wrinkles. You don't have wrinkles when you're a teenager. Okay, nothing to really get concerned about. Okay, but I'd be more concerned about things that we eat. Okay, the food that we eat and the time that we spend doing other things instead of improving our minds and creating things. Okay, and that's where I see the lack there. Where they're not spending any time improving themselves. Mentally. Okay, and they're only thinking about the physical side of things. Now, it's important. It's important to be healthy and whatnot. Okay, and I do exercise. Yeah, so I can I feel better about myself, but also it's I want to be healthy. So that's the other reason for doing it. But anyway. So that's my opinion. Okay, let's check out some questions here. And let's see, we've got 6, and I think we've got 2. Okay, so let's go to Amparo, and number 1 here. Go ahead and read number 1 under the discuss it section, okay, and give me your answer, okay, Amparo?
Besides Botox injections, list several other types of cosmetic treatment or surgeries that are common today. Do you know anyone who has had such a treatment? Was he happy with the results? There are the liposculpture.
Liposuction.
Yeah, I don't know the names in English. Abdominoplastia in Spanish. I don't know in English how it's the term.
What does it do? Abdominoplastia? What does it do?
Yep.
Does it
to reduce your fat.
Okay.
From
All right, yeah. So I mean that would be liposuction, where they actually go in and suck out the fat.
But there are really different between what is liposuction and then another one is liposculpture and
the other one. So you have liposuction where you suck out the fat. The other one is called a tuck. That's where they actually
tummy tuck.
Yeah, it's a surgery. They cut it. Yeah, it's called a tummy tuck. That's the layman's term for it. That's what we we usually say. Okay, so that's a common one. And have you known anybody that has gotten that?
No, but there are some cases here that people had death in surgery because they have looking for cheaper medical surgery. Then they didn't do all the exams before the surgery and then have a complication, or maybe because they
Oh
have
no.
some anesthesia. I don't
Yeah.
know, and too much.
So yeah, too much, and they died during surgery or something like that.
Yep.
Oh wow. Yeah, that's scary.
Yeah.
Voluntary surgery.
Yeah.
I don't want to get voluntary surgery. No way.
People think that
Okay.
that because they are young, maybe they don't have any complications during the surgery, but sometimes it happens.
Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes it does. You're absolutely right. Okay. Very good. Andre. Andre, number 2 here. Go ahead and read that and give me your answer, please.
Do you think teenagers today are too obsessed with physical appearance? I think physical appearance is very important for teenagers because they becoming young adults, right? And they want to be they want to have a good appearance to attract opposite sex, and I think it's very important for them. But when they use these plastic surgeries, it is, as I said before, it's terrible because it could they could have bad health in the future because of that surgeries. But in some cases, when they have maybe terrible, how we say it, psychological trauma or something like that, because of some things on their faces or about their body, maybe, and it could solve that problems. I think it is possible to do some operation, but in very rare cases, and I think it's. I don't think it is a good idea.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. Fair enough. Let's go to number 3, and this is for Marta. Please read number 3, and give me your answer.
Okay. Do you think that movies and the media, TV, magazine, etc., put too much emphasis on beauty and youthful appearance? Explain your answer. Yes, basically I agree. I think so. That movies and media pressure on the young people.
There you go.
And yeah, and they impose unrealistic standard of looking of appearance. No.
Okay. Yeah. So they impose. They put out this unrealistic way of looking. Okay, that costs. Costs thousands and thousands of dollars. It's like if you take a look at Rihanna, okay, she has a personal trainer that she works with every day, and personal trainers are expensive. Okay, and so an hour with the personal trainer is easily $60 to $100, easily. Okay, and she works with this person every day. Who has that kind of money? All right, you've got to be extremely wealthy to be able to afford it. Plus, then afford the other things in her life, right?
Yeah, all the beauty treatments,
Oh yeah.
And I can imagine that they will be high-end treatments, so very expensive.
Oh yeah, very expensive.
Yeah.
You know, so there's this unrealistic standard placed on females, especially, okay, of how they should look. All right, and you know, it's based off of the movie stars and the rock stars and things like that. So, okay, very good. Let's go to number 4. Number 4 is for Michael. Go ahead and read that and give me your answer.
All forms of surgery carry some degree of risk. Do you think that children under the age of 18 should be allowed to have any form of cosmetic surgery? I think no, because they do not. What is that when you have 18 years old? What you are?
You're not an adult yet.
Yeah, they are not an adult yet, so they cannot think properly, and they cannot answer
Yeah,
for
so
the.
they're not mature, I think was the word that you were looking for. They haven't reached full maturity.
Yeah, so they cannot think properly, and they cannot take decisions.
Make decisions.
Make decisions. This kind of decisions. So they should not decide, but parents can decide only, and decide in cases when their children may have some defects, facial defects, or I don't know. They
Yeah.
suffered an accident or some things like that. So their parents may approve this surgery in cases when it's visible defect. Defect?
Yeah, the defect.
Defect, visible defect, and very visible, and it's when not when for example they cannot integrate in society because of that. What is that?
Whatever the defect is causing, they can't
Yeah,
take part in society because of that. Okay.
Yeah.
All
For
right.
example, like as an example, I give.
Okay. Very good. Thank you. Thank you. Let's go to number 5, and this is for Nok.
Yes.
Nok, this is number 5. Go ahead and read that, please, and give me your answer.
For years, women have been using dyes to cover gray hair and change hair color. Do you think that this action is any different from using Botox injection? Well, in my opinion, it does, but just partly, because when they use dye to change gray hair and change hair color, it's only the appearance. I mean, their hair, but not the other part from their body and design. I mean, injection is totally different from using chemical to change their color, to change their hair's color.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, so for example, in my family, my mom was completely gray. So she has dark hair. She went completely gray by the time she was about before she was 30, I would say. So before she was 30, she was completely gray. And my grandpa was the exact same way. Okay, he was completely gray. I think they say the story goes that before he was 25, before he got out of the military, he was completely gray. And so yes, that was my grandfather. And so my grandpa, he didn't worry about it. He's had for as long as I've known him, he has had gray or white hair, and it's like snow white hair. It's amazing. And my mom, for many years, she dyed her hair because she kept saying, "How can I be 30 years old and have gray hair? I mean, this is just amazing." So my mom did it, you know, and I have no problem with that, with dyeing your hair or anything like that. It's not going to affect your brain or anything like that from anything that I've read. So yeah.
Do you mean dyeing to color?
Yeah, color. So
Okay.
that type of dyeing is spelled D-Y-E. To dye your hair. You can dye your hair, dye your skin, dye a T-shirt. Okay, things like that.
Okay.
Change the color. Okay, good. Let's go to Salwa. Salwa, number 6, please. Go ahead and read that and give me your answer.
Oh, okay. Have you ever heard the expression to grow old gracefully? What do you think it means? Actually, I didn't hear it before, but I can guess. I think it means to grow your beautiful or get in good shape, like that. But I don't
Okay.
know. I'm not sure.
To grow old gracefully. Being graceful is being proper, being kind of, I guess, doing it slowly. Okay. So kind of like my mother in this instance, where she had gray hair, right? When by the time she was 30, and she didn't like that, so she dyed her hair for a while. Now she doesn't even worry about it. Why? Because she's 55, something like that, and she's like, it's okay for me to have gray hair now, right? And she kind of grew into that. She grew into being a graceful a white-haired or gray-haired woman. All right. Now she doesn't even really care. All right. So grow old gracefully has to do with doing it with style. Okay. To not to try and as you're growing old, still do things to look beautiful. That's what that has to do with. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Let's go to. Looks like action took off. Oh, and we are out of time. Okay. All right. Well, thank you guys. I wasn't even looking at the time there. Thank you guys for coming into class. It was an interesting discussion with you. I hope you were able to learn some new vocabulary words, and you guys are doing great at using your English. Okay, thank you guys very much. I'll be taking a break for a couple hours and then be back this afternoon for a everyday dialogues class. We'll be talking about at the doctors. So going to the doctors, some different phrases and vocabulary words we can use there. Okay? All right, guys. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
See ya.
Thank you, Charles.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye, teacher.
Bye.
Bye.